What's up, guys? This is Alex from the Duran, and today we're going to be taking a look at a video of a Trump rally in Great Falls, Montana, where he says that him and Putin could actually become friends, and he's referring to the Helsinki summit that they're going to be having, the two leaders, on July 16th. All right, so this is a video from RT. And the first segment shows the Trump speech. It's a rally in Great Falls, Montana, and it's a very short snippet of Trump's speech, and it's just a great, really honest, really simple take on Trump's meeting with Putin that's coming up on July 16th. Trump just lays it out perfectly. He says, "We're all people. You know, me and Putin are going to probably get along," and it's just a really humanizing, simple, just a bash of his critics who are blasting him for meeting Russia and all the evil Russia and the evil Putin, and Trump just brings it right back to reality. And from judging from the cheers in the crowd, you can see that American citizens, they just don't care about the whole Russia narrative and the Russia hoax. The Russophobia and the hoax means nothing to their pockets, to their living standards, and you can tell they cheer on Trump's statements and his desire to have peace with Russia and to have dialogue. I mean, just to talk to Putin and just have some dialogue going forward. Now, after the speech, RT has a segment where they have a couple of the tweets from various political figures, consultants, journalists, etc. Liberal left, neoliberal left, establishment, cronies, pundits, and just basic idiots. People that are saying, even Jim Carrey, they even show a tweet from Jim Carrey who says, "Oh my God, this shows that Trump is a Putin puppet, and I've had enough." Just because so you're gonna have the president of the United States meeting the president of Russia, and this proves everything. This proves that Trump is under Putin's control and under Putin's thumb. This is what world leaders do. They're supposed to sit down, talk, and meet. These leaders have a lot of important things they need to discuss. And this is an important summit for the world and for geopolitics and for stability. So people like Jim Carrey and other people that RT highlights are just fucking idiots. Just idiots. And then they segue into an interview. RT segues into an interview with Glenn Greenwald, who's in Moscow for a cybersecurity summit, and they interview Glenn Greenwald, who also makes the point that a lot of these people in the neoliberal establishment, DC swamp left, the globalists, the elitists, are amping up their rhetoric, saying that Russia attacked the United States, and this is like a Pearl Harbor event, a Pearl Harbor 9/11 moment. And so what are they saying? That the United States should go to war with Russia? Is that their point? Anyway, it's a really good interview with Glenn Greenwald. So this RT video has three parts. The first part is the Trump speech in Montana. Then it goes into highlighting some of the tweets from Trump's critics, the ridiculous tweets from Trump's critics. And then it moves on to a small segment where they interview Glenn Greenwald, who is currently in Moscow. So if you like this video, guys, click on the subscribe button down below. Also click the notifications bell to get notifications every time we push out a new video. And guys, visit the Duran shop, pick up a shirt. See, number one, Putin. I'm not hiding my my respect for who I think is a great leader. Blast me, say whatever you want about it. I think the guy is a great leader. I think Trump is also a great leader and doing a great job. And I can't wait for these two guys to sit down together and solve some of the world's problems. So visit the Duran shop, buy a shirt, help out the Duran. Until next time, take care.
And I might even end up having a good relationship, but they're going, "Will President Trump be prepared? President Putin is KGB and this and that." You know what? Putin's fine. He's fine. We're all fine. We're people. Will I be prepared? Totally prepared. I've been preparing for this stuff my whole life. They don't say that. They don't say that.
Well, for more on this, RT's Caleb Morpin joins me. Hi there, Caleb. Do you think most people share the US president's expectations from his meeting with his Russian counterpart?
Indeed. In addition to Trump's statements ahead of the meeting, We've also seen some Republican senators who have visited Moscow, and there has been a response to their visiting of Moscow by various people on social media. The comedian Jim Carrey highlighted the fact that they were visiting Moscow, made a point of urging people to register to vote. We also heard many different forces, figures in the Democratic Party, and others speaking up, seeming to denounce this trip to Moscow by Republican senators, insinuating that this seems to prove that Trump is somehow working for Russia. This is some of what we've seen.
Russians win with a shop-worn song, repugnant as nails on a blackboard. Their enemies and adversaries attacking us.
With Trump praising Putin, talking to him regularly, meeting him alone, with GOP lawmakers visiting Moscow on July 4th, with Republicans surrendering to Russia's cyber attack, there no longer seems to be a question that the Kremlin controls the GOP.
8 GOP senators are spending July the 4th, 2018 in Moscow. Trump's preparing for his visit. My working theory is the senators are making sure everyone knows exactly how Putin likes to be serviced.
Now, you would think that people would be optimistic about the hope that perhaps the United States and Russia could start getting along, and there certainly are a number of forces in the USA that are optimistic about the upcoming meeting. But based on the reaction to these Republican senators' visit to Moscow, it seems pretty clear that there are certain forces that simply are not hoping the two countries can repair relations.
Indeed. Long way to go. RT's Caleb Morpin, thank you very much. Thank you. American lawyer and journalist Glenn Greenwald is best known for publishing the documents disclosed by the whistleblower Edward Snowden. Greenwald is currently in Moscow for a cybersecurity conference. He says much of America's political class believes Russia is genuinely the #1 enemy.
There's an obsession in the United States with viewing Russia not just as an adversary, but as an actual enemy. It's permeated both political parties. There's actually talk a lot now about how what they regard as the interference in the 2016 election is similar to Pearl Harbor when the Japanese attacked the United States during World War II, or Al-Qaeda at 9/11. And so there's this sense that Russia is now an enemy on par with Al-Qaeda or the Japanese during World War II. Russia is often talked about this way, in the sense that any kind of connection with or interaction with Russia is viewed as inherently suspicious or even worse. And it's extremely dangerous and extremely toxic. And it's one of the reasons why I decided to come here and this morning posted a picture of myself and Snowden, because I think it's very important to combat that attitude.